Hey everyone, my name is Phil.
I'm Erika.
And today we're watching Shrinking Season 2, Episode 7. Let's dive in.
Oh, what is this?
Oh no.
Oh.
Cheater.
Oh my shit talking 12-year-olds.
They're destroying you two, aren't they?
Yeah, they're assholes. Oh, also,
Finally, are we going?
No, wait, I gotta fill my water bottle again.
Okay, that's gonna take an hour. I'm gonna start by
It's massive.
Charlie and I signed the paper.
Spotting a baby you like and having Liz steal it for you.
I would totally steal a baby.
We know.
Yeah, I believe that.
This way, at parties, I can get all emotional and be like, it's like our baby adopted us.
Oh, that's the best. I'm good at that.
He's thought about it.
Anyway, I just stopped by to talk shop with my mentor.
Did they do it?
That guy. And that's because these bad boys are cutting off the circulation to my gooch.
They are tight.
I'm gonna head out.
Good news, Derek. You don't have to be a woman. Grab a spoon.
What's the spoon for?
All right, listen up. If we do hook up, then he would be like the hottest guy I've ever been with.
Wow.
One of the hottest.
No. That... Keith?
Oh my God!
Wow.
Then we have Keith coming in a hot second.
Yeah.
Then we have...
Gotta do this. The drug addict dude.
I do feel bad for Jimmy.
Yeah.
He's the butt of a lot of jokes.
I know.
If not all the jokes.
Summer's talented.
I know it's so catchy. It also gave you the opportunity to stop.
Stopping can be forward motion.
Stopping can't be forward motion. Big part of friendship. Okay, we're gonna spend the whole day together. You and I are gonna kick this problem's
Jimmying.
ass. Starting now. Shit, you know what? I have another patient.
This is what I
scheduled
would
for
do
later.
too. Put
I'm
him
supposed to get my
in
teeth cleaned.
like
All right,
exposure
I'm gonna make
therapy.
some phone calls and then starting now. Ha! It's your own warm spot.
It's his own.
You're fine.
Oh shit.
Well, it's Keisha. Don't look.
Boundaries, man.
Oh.
Oh,
Jeez.
crap.
Oh, she's coming.
She dropped her bag.
Should we run?
No, she's here on a track scholarship. She'll catch us.
Is due, like, right now. Could you read it and give me
Huh?
notes?
Just to be clear, you...
Not sure what your deal is, Keisha, but you should probably patch things up with your dad.
Keisha? Do not fuck with my game. Derek?
Is this gonna affect my grade?
I'm gonna level with you, Keisha. Probably.
Silence those fear neurons.
No way.
Yeah.
I didn't follow any of that.
Just trust me, it works. Fuckers. I look him dead in his 8 little eyes and I say, I'm the boss.
Oh,
jeez.
snap.
That's fucking insane.
We love our pancakes. We love our pancakes.
Interaction.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Our school.
Thank God.
Oh.
This was a bad idea.
You gonna do a fight?
Bad idea.
You're gonna eat that?
On this thing that I paid for and then brought over here to the table? I don't know.
We're not putting labels on it.
I am Ray, and we are in love.
Yes, that's friendship.
Yeah, sure.
Ray, you're single.
Mm-hmm.
I keep waiting for her to make a mistake. And then.
See, that's 2 votes.
I mean, obviously, people want to fuck me. But you know what I mean.
So, the fight started when Summer
that was a
played
fight.
the cheetah bitch Ranchgate. Because I enjoy puns.
That's not really
It's not a pun.
Just inappropriate. I'm saying in space. Not inappropriate.
We're done here.
So, what did you need to talk to us about?
Oh gosh, is our baby available already?
Already?
Shit, I have a massage.
That
that's
is
too
so
late to cancel.
exciting.
So obviously you're
That's
grounded.
wild.
Suspension is...
It was only for today.
This fucking school really knows how to teach a lesson, huh?
So I'm not allowed to go anywhere. And she's been selling her mom's pills.
Oh, jeez.
Damn.
Oh, spider.
I'm the boss.
Lead by example. Oh, gosh.
Can't believe you actually.
Watching these two makes me so nervous.
Still. Check this out.
Oh, no.
Wow. What did you do?
Oh
Won't
gosh.
anticipate the ton. I got drunk on Merlot and the next day decided to save every dog in the world.
Oh.
I can't even tell you how much this means to me.
Oh. There it is.
Step away.
Nuh-uh.
Step away.
Oh no. No. No.
Fuck.
All right. Tell Derek immediately.
Damn, you look good.
What did I think? I just might keep this bag. All right, please tell me. Well, what kind of wine did you?
Whoa! Thank God you're home.
Oh gosh.
I'm sorry to interrupt. What
Man, can this girl live?
you need? So I panicked and got 20 diapers and a tiny chicken costume.
20
Make my
diapers.
ovaries tingle.
I bought a baby book.
Just get to the truth.
I don't even have a baby book. There's no time to child-proof the house. Please help me. I am begging you.
Brian, have a
What
seat.
do I do?
He was the only guy in our squad who was always in a good place.
Oh.
And now he wants to see me because
He's
he's
backing
fucking
out.
struggling.
No, people struggle.
I know.
Because he looks like a sad oak tree.
Say what you want, Paul. But just this morning, a woman. Oh shit.
I guess it's the way that he framed it.
Hey, Brian, what's up?
Oh, thank God you picked up.
Did your dad lose his shit? Well, he grounded me for 3 whole hours.
And now she's out.
How'd your mom take it?
Oh yeah, he said she can.
I love you. I love you.
Wow.
That's it?
Okay. Wonderful.
A boyfriend.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like at dinner with the guy hand, you know? And then I'm gonna get
Bitch. Cheater, cheater, cheater.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
Here we go.
The accuracy.
well,
Oh, God.
relax.
I know the rule.
The good shit.
Really? I don't like the tropical one.
That's so cute. There are rules.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm still not supposed to get
Spider?
my tattoo wet.
Oh.
Oh.
Freezing my titties off.
You know that it could be ages before we get another chance. So,
Mm.
like,
That's tough.
Did anyone ever ask your husband how he feels?
Oh, I'm terrified.
Wow.
you're terrified.
This
Why
guy.
don't you Really?
Really? We're not having a baby!
Alright. Yeah, they are very deep.
Yeah. Like they're treading water.
Which means I have to talk to her on the phone every week, so not good.
How do we fix this? What would you do?
Oh, Liz,
You
Please
did both.
tell me.
You did both.
there's not a secret that I ever kept that I didn't wish I'd told the fucking person.
Hmm.
Damn. Some wisdom.
These are disgusting.
Give him back.
Come back.
Oh, you agree with Liz. The one thing.
And I've taken you to like the sea. That was like so.
Oh, he's been trying so hard.
Whole thing right.
Can't think of anything.
Good, sir.
We go see
Aw.
Keisha anyways.
You're crazy.
I wanted to talk to you guys about something.
Oh gosh.
Summer and I made up today, which was
This
great.
makes me nervous
But
too.
She said the thing that hurt her the most was the fact that I hadn't been honest with her, and
I want to tell
I was
Jimmy.
just thinking about that we've
Yeah.
been talking
Yes.
through this.
Yes.
You can be strong and brave and tell Jimmy, and
Leave me out of it.
I can sort
Think Scarf Lady's still here?
I mean, it's been 7 hours.
Is this the place?
Yeah, you're right.
Is she gonna?
Oh, by
Is
the
he gonna
way,
walk
that
in?
Derek dude was the most handsome man I've ever seen.
You're
One of the
right.
most handsome.
Maybe not.
You're right. No, I think you're
the
right.
most-
I feel like I just saw wine bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Today was a fun day. Even if we didn't.
That's exactly what
anything's
Thing said, right?
ass.
I wish I told him first what
Think
Harrison
about all
Ford
the stuff
said.
you did. You went to a high school.
This looks like
You
a.
talked to
Mhm.
strangers.
Oh gosh.
You got
Oh,
undressed
gosh.
and got
Those
in
are
the
wine
ocean
bottles.
around a tidy whities.
Those were boxers.
Well, they're snug, but they look great.
Yeah, I think.
Huh?
She was batshit.
Again, that's my daughter.
Nice
Oh.
But yeah,
kid. Still going, right?
fuck yeah, it is.
Uh-uh.
You want a hug?
Stops
Not
here.
Ever.
Stopped and
It's not over.
left.
Oh gosh. Oh,
So
Derek.
Stupid. It's Mississippi.
I do Cincinnati.
Okay.
She tells him to stop.
One
Look,
Cincinnati.
how long did it take?
You knew how I felt about that fucking guy.
Mm-hmm.
And you did this anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Gotta give me one.
Finding out on his own.
Thanks, Jimmy.
This is where the wedding is?
No,
Oh, gosh.
just like dropping him off.
Oh. There it is.
He's gonna look through the window. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
See him.
Oh no.
You gotta see him. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh, that's the worst possible way.
Oh man, I just
That is the
felt
worst.
the
possible
way he got gutted.
Yeah.
Right now, I want to cry.
That was really good. Damn, it's exactly what Paul said, right? There's never a secret that was kept that I didn't wish I told the person first.
Okay, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. Woo! Yeah,
Oh,
that's the worst way to see it.
Now it's way worse.
Because it wasn't even like, it's one thing to see them together and maybe it's confrontational, but it's like super friendly. They're like, and he's had like a weird relationship with Alice this whole time. Like he's trying to get closer, and I don't know. That would be so painful to see. And your best friend. Okay.
I hope this means this is like a turning point for Jimmy.
I think it's gonna be a bit of a dip.
Stop. Okay, a dip before it turns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Before
Like
comes
he needs
home.
to stop being the butt of all the jokes. That's all I have. But because it's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
And he's
think it's
obviously
huge.
been through it. And for him to be the butt of the jokes, no, like, oh man, like his best friend making fun of him.
Yep.
And after all this time, and like being there for your daughter, and all this time being dishonest. It does, I guess this, the theme of this one is like cheating.
Yeah.
It kind of
I
feels like
guess.
you're cheating.
Cheating, secrets, honesty,
Yeah.
like all of that.
And like coming out about the honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Like for Liz, for Alice, even for, I don't know, there's a bit of something there with Gabby.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, the gays, the baby.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Kind of like actually coming clean about
Yeah.
how you really feel.
oh,
about
and
things.
this is the only one where it didn't come clean, like in a
Clean way.
way.
Kind of showed all the outcomes, right?
Yeah.
Right, like with the guys who were going to adopt the baby. That's like the best outcome. You tell your truth, everyone's on the same page, they're happy. Then you have like, Liz and Derek. You tell the truth, it's not what you thought it was gonna be, right? And then this option where it's like you kept it a secret and it all blows up, or potentially blows up, but it's definitely not what you wanted. So that's really cool how they were able to show that. Even Gabby and Derek, like that was a different version of it as well. Kind of like a apprehensive, but still not, you know, like they came to an understanding. So
I mean, Alice and her
sorry,
friend. It's okay. Alice and, is it Summer? That too.
Yeah.
Pretty pleasant.
tackle Liz and Derek. Have anything to say
I
about
don't
that
know.
one?
What is there to say about that? It's pretty straightforward. She was wrong.
I loved his little speech at the end because, like, he's obviously somebody that is like a tertiary character, and he has very little development, and he's often just there as like a punchline. But to kind of use all of that as part of the character to who he is to Liz was really cool, because that's who he is to us too, right?
Sure.
And I like that they were able to still show like a lot of strength and depth to what he was feeling, even though he's not a really deep character. Like, we don't spend any time with him, but I still felt for him so much.
Well, what he said there actually gave a bit of depth. When he was talking about like how deep down.
I thought we were solid.
Yeah, like he talked about how superficially he does support her, no, like just straight up, I support you, you make fun of me, whatever.
Like, I don't care about that
all,
stuff.
Yeah, like all because like deep down I thought we were solid.
But it's that last part. It's that part, like, you knew how I feel about him, right? And like especially because like he is letting everything else slide. So the moment that he does speak out about something that really does not
listen,
like, right? Like, that's what I'm like. I don't
like,
see.
you better listen up now. Like,
I don't see redemption in that. Like, there's no justification for doing what she did.
Never.
And sure, she could feel neglected. It could be any of the things that Paul was saying, like, yeah, you're neglected.
But then you say something.
Yeah.
You talk to your spouse about that, how you're feeling.
I don't know.
They could work it out before it coming to this. Oh my gosh.
What do you think happens there between them?
Listen, either way, I think he's a great character, Derek. If he decides to want a divorce, I'd be like, I guess all power to you. If he forgives her, I'm like, I knew you were that guy.
Yeah,
like,
right.
it's like, for me, like, he's a great character.
Because like, how does that not fundamentally change who she is to you, right? Like, you can forgive, but like, that's always going to be a part of your story. You're not forgetting that.
No, I mean, I think it's going to take a lot of work. Marriages do overcome this. It'll take a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of suffering. What was that saying? Like, forgiveness is like a, oh God, I don't even know. I don't know why I'm trying to attempt it. But basically, like, I ain't going to say it.
What's the, no, you don't have to say the same, but what's the idea behind it?
That it just takes, like, exactly what I said.
It just takes a long time.
It like, yeah, it's like, after you break trust, it's like spilling all the water out of a bucket. And to gain back that trust, it's like one tiny drop at a time.
I've never heard
and
that.
you can't, you're not turning on the faucet again, filling up that bucket of trust. It's one drop at a time. So it's like, even if, you know, you say all is forgiven, it's still gonna feel weird. Like, the person's still gonna feel a type of way about you knowing that you cheated, but like, that's on you. You gotta eat that.
Right.
It doesn't mean that you're going towards divorce, but
you're not going back to what it was before.
You're never going back to it. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah.
And to build that is, I can't even imagine. I don't know. We haven't been through that, so I don't know. But I haven't personally seen marriages overcome that.
Of
but
course.
I mean, actually, maybe.
I mean, and there's like I can kind of see the fight in Liz, and it's kind of like, it's not like I slept with him, or it's not like I cut it off as soon as I right away. And there's like grades to it, I guess.
Yeah.
There's like levels to it, but
sure.
I don't know. I think the thing that supersedes all of that is I made my intentions clear about how I feel about this guy. And like, it's not that it happened with anybody. It's with, you know, so I think that part of it is,
I mean, like, it's painful if she cheated with anybody.
But yeah.
But that it was him.
Right. And we talked about this in the last episode too, about how like it was like, you know that you're doing something that is painful. Even just by like choosing to hang out with them, you knew it was wrong because of how you acted with Paul. I was like, oh, don't tell Derek, you know, he doesn't like him, and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, you know, you kind of make your own bed.
For sure.
Right.
And this is not an excuse, it's not a justification. But I can see how whatever she was going through, being lonely or feeling like she was being overlooked by Derek, made her a little, blind is too strong of a word, but that was hazy for her. Because like we talked about previously, like, she's such a selfish character. You can tell by her character and how she's talked about her past with her kids, and like how she even talks about her kids, or anybody in her life, that she lives very selfishly. So this is very, I feel like, just aligned with her. Aligned with her character, that it's about me, and like that selfishness is just
like clouding.
Yes, thank you.
I don't know, because
her judgment.
I feel like
maybe.
if that was really the case, I don't think that would have crossed her mind with Paul. Like if she was really just kind of like no guilt about it, it wouldn't be a thing.
It's like she knows it's wrong, but I am putting myself first before my husband. I know this will hurt him, but I'm putting me first.
Right.
Even though she knows it's wrong. Because maybe too, like, this is like exciting for her. This is a guy, obviously, she's had like an exciting past with.
Yeah, and even like he was fulfilling a lot of the things that she was lacking before, right? Like feeling appreciated and like all that kind of stuff. And so like I get being flattered, I get being like swept away in all of that, but
you just gotta talk to your husband.
I don't know. We'll see what happens there. I wouldn't be surprised either way.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either.
Right,
I mean, I hope, I'm all for marriages staying together, even if it's fictional. So I hope they overcome it. And I hope it means she changes, you know, learns how to live a little more selflessly.
I think she learns that lesson regardless though. Because like, especially with this show, yes, but like just in general, I think like divorce is just like, it's seen as one of the outcomes that marriage, it's just kind of, it's such a normalized thing that it's like, it was 50-50 chance it was going to happen anyway, right? Like, it's just kind of like one of the things that one of the potential.
That's so dumb to me that people
Right.
like leave it up to chance.
And it's like,
Not
and then like the
a
way
chance
even like the
thing.
relationships in this show, where it's like, I feel like nobody would be fazed if they got divorced. Like, it wouldn't be like this huge thing. It would be like, oh yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah. Well, if you go into it with that mindset, then yes, you are leaving it up to chance.
Right. So it would, yeah. So, but either way, I think that lesson could be learned. Like, they could divorce, and she could still have that kind of like, going into my next relationship, I have to be a better person, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I guess like my hope is just that she is that way with.
Yeah,
her.
me too. Me too. Because from what we've seen, he's a good guy.
Good guy.
Right? But we haven't seen much. Do you have anything with the Alice and Jimmy of it all? Because there's not much for us to go off of yet.
No, just that.
Next episode's gonna be crazy.
They were wrong for that.
Been wrong.
I understand that like maybe that's what was needed for her to like heal and, you know, have that closure. But right after it, in the previous episode saying like, I forgive you, next step should have been like, we need to tell my dad.
Yeah, because like,
Not go out again and
Yeah.
have dinner.
that was the first time they've broached the topic, right? They're like, oh, or at least
and we don't know
they've
how
been
many times
thinking
they've been
about it.
doing this.
Yeah, true, but still, right? Like, for what is the best friend's name? He wanted to say.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, but like him, like I think he's like, not the word, but like he's been seeing him and talking to this guy for so long,
Oh my god.
right? And it never crossed his mind to. Maybe it's crossed his mind, but
probably
it's not
has.
like.
Well, obviously,
he's never like put it forward.
But he also hates confrontation, so I could see him also being like just too scared to do. He tried to avoid it. He's like, "Can you guys
Yeah.
do that?"
Yeah. So that's gonna be really interesting. So I could definitely see him kind of having a decline here.
It just sucks that they were talking about it.
Like it was about to happen.
Yeah,
Like the right thing was
like
about to happen.
they've made the decision to tell him, and it just so happened that he. What are the chances?
Because I knew it was gonna be like.
that small.
It was going to be him finding out regardless, like, and it was going to have like the same kind of outcome,
Yeah,
like
but the
him
how matters.
spiraling. But I never crossed my mind that it was going to be like this, that he found out. That's such a crazy circumstance.
And I love how this show they make that a part of like the bigger narrative of like the honesty, that whole like story arc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I think next episode is going to be pretty good. It's probably going to be super emotional.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, we'll see.
I know. I actually want to cry for Derek. No, not Derek. Sorry, for Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of storylines I'm really interested in, like the Derek and Liz, the Jimmy and everyone there.
That's about it.
Yeah, not really interested in the Gabby at all. But.
No, they'll be fine. They
Yeah.
seem like he seems great. She seems happy. They're into each other. I feel like that's gonna be all good.
Sure.
But I mean, at least for her, it seems like it's gonna be like the first healthy relationship. Seems like if she had a really bad marriage, right?
Bad marriage and then
Addictions, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then to be surrounded by that like
Positivity.
No. I mean, like she like addictions with her ex, addictions with her sister,
Oh, right.
struggling with her mom. So this
Mm.
seems like okay for the first time, like a really good relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Don't have anything else to say. Another great episode. Hopefully you're enjoying watching with us. Yeah, we will see you here for the next one. It's probably gonna be a good one. So, yeah. Thanks for watching.
I'm gonna stand my ground, make myself really big, and then I'm gonna clap really loudly.
And then he's right there.
And they're like all laughing.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Was that pointing?
Sorry.
It's a hired assassin. He's calling
Is that
his
him?
best to say Mr. Tough. She always tells him, I don't care how many you kill as long as you tried your best.
Sweet. Cowboy! It's like a real cowboy.
Oh.
Hi. Sorry. It's a real cowboy.
Why are you offended?
That's legit how I feel when I'm in Calgary.
Shit, fuck, your hands are so cold.
Are we gonna see it happen?
Okay, well,
He's in.
okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Cock blocker. Come in.
Honestly, kids.
Okay, my friend sent me the song. And
Age, do you have a class together?
Dylan doesn't go to my school.
Dylan.
She's so amazing.
Yeah, she's medium.
Trust me, we're not gonna mess that up. You know, I've been reading up on Parkinson's and it causes dry skin and dehydration. That's like Black Lady 101. It could be cocoa butter.
Charlie, rock hard.
Aww.
What? He's like literally one of the hottest people I've ever
Is that
seen.
who he's married to?
Whole life? What's wrong?
My stories was his favorite.
Cool.
He wasn't interested in you either.
Now I must have
Is that Charlie? Maybe not.
Maybe
See if he
not.
wants to go out again.
What is with their
Ask him
outfits?
questions about himself. It's not that
Who?
hard. I can do it.
Are they all doing the same thing?
Yeah, they're going for a walk. It's Gabby, right?
Because I'm a lawyer.
Oh yeah, we know. You talk about it every damn day.
I think they've used that.
That is it? It's kind of like this size.
You dead.
I noticed that last time.
Was you saying I was beautiful?
That's pretty much what I said.
Wow, they just joke like this all the
How do
time.
we do this?
Quite a few compulsive behaviors here on the intake form. There's the
Oh, my.
repetition inside.
All the
All
time.
of them.
17 is a prime number, so.
So is 97.
Fuck!
Anybody in this country.
Oh, that's nice, Paul.
Good morning.
Oh, that's such a
Your hand is a
thing.
little shaky.
Oh.
That's fine.
Because to me, it looked like you were begging to go further up his ass.
I don't beg him for that, Gabby. He just.
Puts me there.
Are you stealing that?
You're so cute.
You don't look that drunk. Fine.
Maybe it's not this night.
Why would they show this then? I'm scared.
Oh my god. Did she die too? And maybe that's why they've been able to have a heart for him.
Can I have some peanut butter?
No.
Sure.
Oh.
When he was dealing
Shortly
with
after,
it.
yeah.
Thing?
Is this your daughter? Do you want some dinner, sweetie?
No, I'm fine.
You sure?
Mm.
Danica.
I'll figure something out.
Fine.
Well, they did a good job of making her look younger.
The only one.
She's nice.
And then that's when she went to Liz. And that's when that whole thing started.
My mistake. I thought it was mine.
Yeah, it's not.
Even back then, eh? She was like walking all over him.
Yeah, you could tell. Like, I'm not even
Yeah.
surprised.
Every single weekend, and I'm even gonna come after work. I don't want to be alone, so I'm gonna stay.
You do not seem that
For a few
drunk.
days.
Dad, I have a soccer game tomorrow.
Oh my
you
gosh,
drive
it's
me?
heartbreaking.
She was really trying.
Some
eh?
hot chicken sandwiches, or anything.
Oh, anything? What are you gonna do?
Yeah. So that she's like a teen, like I get that reaction.
That was actually a very
Real.
mature
Yeah.
way to just talk to him. Like, she didn't react. It was just, she just accepted it.
Talking about her? Alice?
Yeah, Alice.
Swear that we just said we'd tell him everything. Anyone?
Oh, we needed that.
Yeah, that was good.
Ah,
Okay.
dang. So, they're just too close to the situation? He's
Maybe.
gonna remember it regardless.
I know.
What is that? What are you doing? That's my bear clap. I can't believe it actually worked.
Don't be mad at Brian. This is all my fault. I spied on him. And then I told Paul, and he made me promise not to talk to him, but I did that
Everybody
anyway.
knew.
And
Sorry, but he seemed wounded. More like, sorry. And I was like, are you
Doing it
okay?
again.
And he said yes, but I could tell he. And if it's a boy, obviously.
Foster son.
Anyway, I was freaked out, so I went to the coffee
Literally
shop
the whole
where he
bit again.
works, not to see. And his boss is this kind of Tony Soprano guy, only hot,
Legit,
you
he's
know, kind of.
all of this.
Legit. He practiced this.
He has no friends, no one to talk to.
Legit, he's the entire speech.
Exactly.
She goes, like, if you don't like take me as them, I'm telling my daddy. You know how teenagers talk.
So we did. As far as what you saw tonight, there is a woman named Doris who will swear we were going to tell you everything.
be done now.
To process Brian's one-man show. You're my daughter.
Oh,
My gosh, it's freaking. This house is beautiful.
man, makes a mean sandwich too.
Yeah, she's there.
Oh, he's at Gabby?
Yeah. Notice the kitchen.
Okay, this makes more sense. Why his apron?
It's on store-bought bread, but I forgot my sourdough starter.
Oh my god, stop it.
Okay, so just to be clear, your advice is for him to go see the guy who kissed Liz and then maybe fuck him? Don't listen to
Will you sleep well tonight if you don't?
Huh?
Where is he? What did you
You
do?
could sleep worse.
I blame
After that.
you.
Like, what are you trying to accomplish by going to see him?
Oh,
You know, like,
Paul, her birthday is in a couple weeks.
not bad.
I told Alex what it is that you're so mad about.
So Dennis is confronting. Now he's going to confront.
Do not say mic drop. That is not a mic drop. Paul.
Don't.
You dare drop to mention your microphone. I am not in the mood.
Be reapplied every 2 hours. You'll look old before you're old.
Oh, snap. Wait, what were you saying about Dennis?
Like, the theme of this is confronting. Something.
Oh,
He'll confront, and then also Jimmy.
I try.
He takes it. Damn, that's good.
I never even looked at him.
Whoa.
Man, there's still time. Don't give up. What am I doing?
Yes.
I was gonna say, this guy can't help it. He's the best.
So he's real.
Gabby's
Okay.
green tea in
I'm gonna give it some time. I'm hoping that's not right.
Instead, you kind of just make it super weird for everybody.
And then here's waxy finish.
I mean, it looks pretty
Wow.
similar to the other side.
No, it does
That's a cool
not.
rock,
This is
actually.
the best one. Oh, this is real. This is for real.
Oh my God. Oh my God. But I do think that sometimes the idea of forgiving someone feels like impossible. You ever gonna get me a rock one day?
Well, you said you hated rocks, and they heard you.
Oh, I found one.
Boys don't have emotions. And he tried to kiss me.
Oh, well, glad you're here. You're loyal. And holy shitballs, dude. What the hell do you put in that head of hair of yours?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna switch into therapist, Gabby.
Everybody on the committee.
She is not a committee gal.
No, she's not. But it doesn't matter what.
Derek.
God damn it. How did this become my fault all of a sudden?
It's still, that's still not justification.
You know what?
It's olive oil and lemon.
What? Really? I put that on my salads.
Good to see you, Paul. And you.
She has a nice approach.
What did I say about flirting?
I don't mind.
Were you a Navy SEAL? You look like a Navy SEAL.
Oh, what will me feel worse is you apologizing to me.
And I've done my job. Just some idiots I thought you might like to see.
Kids?
Oh.
Thank you.
Work the trip.
Happy birthday. Birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha.
They actually look like brothers.
I know.
Oh, his face looks so dark now.
Really grateful you came here.
Even during the day. It
I was
looks
gonna say, it is nighttime.
I want you to go on with your life, and I want that to be okay.
that doesn't seem
I know.
He returns. We're waiting for him to speak. Stop.
Real quick, if you're enjoying watching this video, do us a favor and consider hitting that subscribe button.
We've got so much more on the way, and subscribing really helps the channel.
Yep, and don't forget to hit that bell for all the notifications so you never miss a video that we drop. All right, back to the reaction.
I'm forced to see what a fucking terrible father I am. Paul.
It's like the most emotional we've seen Paul.
Yeah. Because he's super vulnerable right now, right?
Yeah. Let's start with Jimmy.
Jimmy. Okay.
Do you think that forgiveness was real? He was talking sense at the end, realizing it wasn't, that he was actually mad at himself.
Well, I think that with Paul there, I think he's realizing that his work isn't done. Right, and that's not what needed to happen. But I'm just thinking about it now, like at the same time, like I think his request is reasonable. It's very reasonable.
Yeah.
And like, had he not reached out, like that's what their life would have been anyway. And I think it's more of a weird thing that they are connected than not, right? So like, it's like the thing that he's not considering is how this has helped Brett Goldstein's character. And I don't know if he has to consider that, right? Like, that's the part that I'm struggling with. Like, we know how transformative Alice and Brian have been to him, and that whole relationship and the true forgiveness, but that doesn't really need to be part of Jimmy's story, right? Like it's, what he can't do is he can't force Brian and Alice not to have that relationship. But to ask Brett to stay away and not be active in it, or like not be proactive, rather.
Makes sense.
I think it makes sense. And I don't, like, the best alternative would have been like he somehow joins Brian and Alice in this kind of reconciliation, and maybe that heals him, but I also don't have an issue with what he requested. It sucks for Brett's character, but he also did still get, like after he sits back a little bit, I think he could still reflect on the fact that he knows how the family feels, and he knows that they're doing okay. Not okay, you know.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
You made some good points. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. I think the request is reasonable as well. I think it's just, I just felt heartbroken by it because you see
how hopeful he was?
Yeah, how hopeful he was about that conversation, but like because of what's been built between him, Alice, and Brian. And I'm happy for them that worked out that way. It's weird. Yeah. It's definitely uncommon. I don't think it's impossible that could happen in real life. And I think it's actually really lovely in a like an against the grain kind of way. Yeah. But I don't blame Jimmy for feeling that way. But when he said I forgive you, like I forgive you, it didn't feel genuine, and that was like way too quick. I feel like he didn't do enough like heart work to be like, okay, I actually forgive you. And maybe he actually thought he did. I don't know, because sometimes like forgiveness can be such a process. Like I remember one time, like I had to convince myself that like I wanted to forgive, but like I know I didn't, but I tried. Yeah. So I would just kept saying I forgive you to this person, or like even in my head, like I tried to convince myself, even though I know I didn't. So like maybe that's just him starting this process.
And I hope it is that.
Yeah.
And it kind of sounds like he's obviously not done the work. But whether or not that involves Brett's character, I don't know. It sounds like a lot more that he has to mend with his daughter, but that might include Brett. So
yeah, I don't know what else. Yeah. I'm just curious to see what they do with this going forward. But I'm glad it wasn't like this picture perfect. Alice's was more of like, wow. Again, like the show with like ideal world.
This
then Jimmy, it's like reeling it back a little bit.
Yeah, because like even like every single person at that table, and like I'm including Jimmy as well. So Alice, Brian, Jimmy, they all lost Tia, and the relationship to Tia was very different to each of them. But I think all the more with Jimmy, right? Like, yeah, Brian lost a friend, Tia lost a mother, but like
your wife,
you lost you know, like, and that's
your spouse. That's one of the hardest.
Like to
losses. To
even walk into that room and look at him again. Maybe he had every intention, but like maybe he did want to have a full conversation, but he just knew he had to forgive him, and it could be what Brett was saying to his fiance. It's like every time I see you, I just can't.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought of that too. Yeah, true.
So it could be something like that, and I think that's very like it becomes like visceral. Like you can't even like you can have the best intentions, but every little bit of that feeling just comes back, right? You lost your entire life at that moment, right? And it's like he's the reminder, and he's the reason. He is the reason. Like it's not even
not just a reminder.
Yeah, he's like literally the person that did it, and yeah, so it's hard to blame him. I think it like even how they did it was, I think, a little bit of an ideal.
I know. I thought you punched him in the face.
Yeah, I think he would have been okay with that too. I can equally see them having that be the end of that, and them diving into it more. I can see both realities. We'll see.
Okay. Paul.
Yeah, him being a bit more
seen
vulnerable.
Paul like this.
What do you think about like
kind of nice
the relationship that he has with Jimmy, right? Like he was, what did Gabby call him? Like he was his golden boy. Like, and they've been through it. He's seen Jimmy through everything, right? So maybe when Paul's walls finally come down, he's vulnerable and he can actually, you know, he's connecting with them in a way that's like outside of the therapy. Like that was really a genuine moment. He's like, I really hope that you can
He was so emotional. I wonder if he was like, because I was thinking that he was thinking about his own life.
Yeah.
And how difficult it was for him to finally move on from, I don't know, like the self-loathing he had for cheating on his wife.
Yeah. To come out on the other side, like he wants that for him. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was great acting. And like there's a lot of stuff going on there for him too, right? Like
A lot of loss for him.
That being his final drink, like that, like it's not necessarily the drink itself, but like the moment of that, it's
it's a reminder of like his capacity.
Yeah, exactly. And
it's starting to wear out.
But it's also his like sacrifice too. Like he's like his willingness to, I'm going to do everything I can to be there for the people I love. You're one of those people. That's why I'm doing this, right? Like
yeah, and he values being
present.
All of us want that. Yeah, like that's what he's so desperate for right now. Is how do I keep myself sharp? Yeah. Especially for a man like him who like all he did was work. Like he's one of those people that can't retire. Not because he doesn't have to keep working, but because he just, you know, needs to keep doing something.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about that. He's so funny. He was really funny this episode.
My bad.
Mic drop. Oh my gosh, yeah.
This one
Sean, I felt that.
This episode was fun. Was well written.
It was so funny.
One of the better ones this season.
Oh my gosh, Brian is so funny. I love him
They had like
so
a whole
much.
4 minutes that they just reused.
He did it all over again. He even said, he was like, I didn't think I'd have to do this thing again. And legit, it was like word for word,
verbatim,
the
yeah.
actions, like everything.
That's so good.
Okay, Derek. Oh, Derek, what a superstar. Oh my, like, what a guy.
Yeah. So like I think it's great. I think that's a really great way to kind of like, I don't think it's done. Oh, okay, it shouldn't be done. Like it shouldn't be like, okay, no more work, no changes have to be done. Like I don't know if they're at that spot yet, but I think it's nice that
seems done to me.
I think in the storyline it will be done. I don't think they're gonna revisit it, but like in their like internal, like I don't think it should be done. Like I don't know. Do you feel like that was enough? Like I'm not trying to like make her suffer.
Not enough. I'm like usually, again, ideal TV.
Yeah.
I feel like usually this is like spanning months, maybe years. But I think because of the fact that this is a fictional show and Derek is like a frickin', what do you even call him? A mirage of a character. He just got through those steps quicker. Loves his wife. But he like, yeah, just went through all those things quicker. The real, like also recognizing, kind of like what Gabby said, this doesn't come out of nowhere. Not to ever justify what she did. That's not what that's all about. It's still very wrong what she did. And him never really, like he's not taking that out of the equation. It's not like, oh yeah,
sure.
she had reason to do it. No, you're still holding her accountable. But just recognizing, it's like, it's not so black and white, and just like recognizing how he could be better in this situation. Again, never justifying what she did.
So, but that's I think that's kind of where my like where I'm not like satisfied in that. It's like you're not justifying what you did. I had stuff that I had to fix too. Now what? Like, okay, so you still did something that was terrible and hurtful and wrong, and all of this stuff. And I like specific to the context of that situation, that was like a really like, sure they didn't get like sexual, but
yeah, still.
It was the guy that he like the one person in the world that he has a problem with.
Yeah.
Right. So like, so I don't know. Like I just feel like that's
and then like
he just has to swallow that and be like, you have to be the better person if you want this to. Like, I don't know.
Not necessarily. I think it's being a bit unfair to Liz's character. Like she looks like she knows she's in the wrong. Like she knows she's begging for forgiveness, but also understands, hey, if you leave, I understand. And she looks distraught about it. She knows what she did was wrong. So I don't think it's like, you're not really giving her a pass. And I think even if he, like, it looks like they're going down that path, forgiving her, I don't think that means like, oh, okay, all is good now, we're back to being normal. I think my hope is going forward, she is different. Learns to appreciate him more, or like, I don't know. My hope for seeing their relationship going forward is like, there is a different type of dynamic, not one where she's always so like, I don't know, like, I think that would bother me if we're like, oh, right back to him being, you know, on the surface, unappreciated, but like, you know what I mean? I think that's where I would feel
and
weird
I think
about
that's kind of where like I am in terms of like, is this blanket forgiveness? Like, cool, like it's a great thing to give someone and receive, but what does that mean afterwards for the character?
And maybe we'll just see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. But it doesn't look like she's taking it for granted, this forgiveness. Like, oh, I knew he would forgive me. I knew he was gonna come back. It was like, she was like shocked. and very deeply touched. Like, oh my God, like, I don't deserve this. That's what I read. Like, I don't deserve, like, she ain't well. She was not well.
Yeah, I don't know. And maybe this is just kind of my bias of not really liking her character, even before this. But I don't know. We'll see. Like, I hope they show a little bit of change with her.
I hope so too. I hope she is less of a jerk.
Oh, it really depends on what the message is with forgiveness here. Because it's like, is there anything else that happened in this one?
I guess not. We just like touched briefly on Sean.
Yeah, that meeting still hasn't happened. We got the flashback to give a bit of context.
Yeah, not much else to say about Brett and the fiance.
Yeah,
that's too bad though.
Yeah.
She seems so like she loved him. That sucks.
Like, it sucks for her.
For both of them. She made me so lonely. But I mean,
I kind of get.
Couldn't have had it any other.
And I don't know if that, like, him being like, when I look at you, I'm just reminded. I don't think that's all of it. I think that's a good way to get to the result that he wanted, which was like get her out of it. Because I think he was trying to do it for her benefit, because he knew what type of person he was gonna become. Like, I don't think it was just as simple as when I look at you, I'm reminded of the terrible thing I did, because he could look at anything in his life and it'll remind him of that.
Yeah.
Right? All of those things were present in his life. So I do think he was trying to help her, or not help her,
protect
but like
her from himself.
From what he, like, the path that he knew he was gonna be going, like, he was gonna be on a downward spiral regardless because of this, or life was going to look hard because, like she said, she was gonna come visit him all this time. Like, that's a hard thing to do. I'm gonna wait for you. I'm gonna, like, do all that stuff. Like, to think that your partner is sacrificing all that because of the thing that you messed up, that is really tough. That's a lot of guilt. And even if they're saying they want to do it, it's tough, right? So it might have been a little bit of that sprinkled in.
The thing I thought that was weird about this episode is, like, I just wasn't buying he was a drunk driver.
Yeah, they should have shown a bit more.
He didn't look that inebriated.
And she was unscathed.
She was worse. Yeah.
Like, she was in the death seat.
Yeah, wait, actually they both looked fine. I don't know how soon after that was.
Maybe it wasn't that night.
Still, they
Storyline-wise,
looked
it made
fine.
sense.
So that's the thing that was, like, a little weird.
They did show
They
them
didn't really
drinking a lot,
sell
but not, like, to a point where it was like
He
tipsy.
literally looked fine. I think it's just, like, it just doesn't align with what I envisioned of what he was like that night when you just hear, like, oh, she was hit by a drunk driver.
Yeah.
You think, like, reckless.
Yeah.
But the way he drove off.
Yeah,
He was in the lane, stopped at the stop sign, signaled.
Maybe that is a lot more of the instances that we, because, like, I was here, like, when you're trying to, like, for actors, acting drunk is a bit tough, because the thing that people think of, like, to act drunk is not how someone drunk would act. Someone drunk would try to be sober and try to hide it, right? That's how a drunk person would actually be. So maybe
that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah, like, maybe, like, a lot of things in life where there is, like, a drunk driver, it's someone who was really trying, but their reaction was a bit short. But it's not like, whoa, it's not like one of those, but the reaction time, and when you're driving, reaction time that's super important. So it could have been something as simple as that.
I think I would have been more satisfied if
they showed a little bit.
If he was like her. Right. Like, she wasn't, like, super drunk.
And they also showed her his drink on the table. I swear, it wasn't even finished. It was like an old-fashioned, and it was, like, full.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, whatever.
Yeah. Minor detail,
Yeah.
I guess. Cool. Anything else?
I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah, just don't know. Yeah, we'll see what happens in the next episode.
Yeah, I don't know how many episodes there are, but we must be getting close to the end. It's 8 episodes in. It's either 10 or 12, I'm sure. So, almost there. Cool. Well, hopefully you're enjoying watching with us. If you do, I don't know, this is all on Patreon,
we'll
actually.
See you next week.
That's it. I don't have to say any of that. But we'll see you here next week. And yeah, bye. Peace.
I'm rooting for you. All right, I'm gonna call you later. And I'm rooting for you.
You're not rooting for her.
Of course I am.
No, you're not.
I guess I'm hoping that if I say I'm rooting for you enough, I'll start to mean it.
Good luck, sister. I'm rooting for you.
Remember that time I asked if you would guest lecture at my school and you said you'd rather spend time
Oh,
with
kidding me?
No.
Okay, if Liz is done making up for her infidelity,
I will strangle you.
Wow.
Charlie and I found a baby.
We found a baby.
Oh my gosh.
Baby!
That's true, she has.
This is not your baby, Liz.
I know.
No, I don't
Oh
believe
my
that.
gosh.
All right, enough ass kissing.
What's the most common issue you see in your practice?
My practice is
But it does make me feel better about doing this. Did everybody bring their copy of Dr. Rhodes' book?
Oh no.
Oh.
I don't give a shit. I love this.
Oh.
You make it like a required reading.
Raise you 3 pink starburst.
Ooh, that's how I want to play.
I could get behind this. Is this the friend?
I guess.
3 queen. Every time you realize I'm about to beat you, you look proud of me.
Poker's hard. I am proud of you.
Staying with my boy the last few weeks, working at the truck, helped me realize I was
Oh,
just
wow.
missing a routine, you know?
It wasn't just a hangout. It was like
I'm
They've
grateful.
been doing this.
Just passing it on.
Let's not get emotional, guys. I'm fine. I'm talking.
Oh. She kept that song as her ringtone.
Going to take Alice for pizza?
Oh, are you?
Oh.
It's just,
How'd
you
you
got the
get in?
face of a full-grown dude. What are you, like 37?
No, sir, I'm 17.
Oh, what?
It's actually a little late to be heading out for pizza. It's 8:30. No, that's good pizza time.
it's good pizza time.
Okay.
Oh no.
Went straight in.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna save his life. You're a good guy.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go wait for Alice in the car.
It's nice to meet you.
Feel better.
Yeah, that's awkward. You take Alice for the first time, like first time meeting her dad, and that's what happened.
Dylan is not a full-grown man with a family who is trying to make it
With
as
a
a high school
family.
sports star.
Told me.
Sometimes we lie, Sean.
At this point, I'm just having fun.
Last week, he...
What if I promise not to eat any snacks wider than my esophagus?
Is this not happening?
Hey, I love
He's
you.
not coming.
Powerful hand job that I ended up spraining my wrist and had to wear a brace at graduation.
for your family.
Jeez.
You'll be the one she calls.
I can do that.
Wow. It's so hard.
I know.
To improve on system efficiency?
Exactly. Are you two fucking?
Why would you even say that?
Focus, Stuart. Let's fuck, baby. So we
Calm down, Stephen. We started 2 minutes ago. Brian, get out.
No, this is emergency.
Oh my
I need
gosh.
you to help me not be
Y'all.
I want to see the world.
Can I say something?
By all means,
They
Sean's
recommend
friend,
this?
please weigh in on this
After
important
what
family
they're
issue.
going through?
I don't know why everything always goes south for me so quickly.
That's salary based?
There's no way you can figure me out
I
quickly
think
enough.
they just.
Too complex.
You
They're
grew
all
up
sole
gay in
proprietors.
Texas with a conservative.
Oh my God, Jimmy, are you good at your job?
Sometimes.
Arrogant. Okay, now I gotta get a handle on the baby.
Is this funny to you?
Oh,
If
what?
you screw up getting us this beautiful mixed baby, I'm gonna rip your dick off and...
Aww.
Or,
Or caring about what to wear.
should we do that thing?
Oh, there you are.
Hey.
Try and
Stress
close.
over the outfit.
Of course. Sure thing. Here you go, kid.
Wait,
Derek's an aspiration.
no angling to come
The
with?
same thing.
Right.
But
I'll find my own thing.
Army's not my thing.
Teaching, being a dungeon master?
Is that a sex thing?
No, Paul, it's a Dungeons and Dragons thing. But there's a new guy. He's cool. How do I make her understand that she'll be a lot happier if I get her live-in help and she stays at home?
Look, this isn't about her. This is about setting boundaries. Saying, long caretaker. The only person you're not good at looking after is yourself. If your mom won with
just gonna do this with everyone?
What? You have him too?
Girl, please. These big ones ain't been a secret since the 7th grade.
I don't know.
My best friend's daughter. Yeah, just. Oh.
That sounds kind of fun.
It was, but vaginas are a lot. Anyway, you ready? I'm gonna get this. This is on me.
But you had a third boy, so you didn't cut his hair. And when people said, oh, what a beautiful girl, you didn't correct them. And maybe, look, you're
Oh
gonna
my
do everything for your kid, and you know what your reward
That
is?
was Connor.
They
Probably.
grow up and know in your heart that it's the most important thing that you'll ever do.
Oh my gosh.
Just say that.
Just say that.
You want to see?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I don't know he has his brace. Oh.
Faint, there are 3 people to help catch me. Thank you. That's mine. It's mine now. Thank you.
Oh, he's coming here?
Calling to tell me you got shit canned, little fucker. Hey, sweetie, how are you? Oh,
Where is she going? And why would he work there?
Don't panic. We got you.
It's a non-issue.
I know.
Oh, what a great
Hey,
picture.
sweetie. I have to.
You got it.
He said why?
Wow. Need to discuss. Y'all a couple or something?
I'm spoken for.
You'll love the room at the end of the hall. It's got a ton of great light. Oh, light is
That's where she was going anyways. Right?
just that way.
It wasn't?
She was gonna lay down the law. I've been there for support.
Boom. So, how'd you get preggers?
Oh.
Nope.
Oh no! Stop it!
Well, that's not even empty.
What are you doing, man?
Me too. I used to put on shows with them.
What?
Guys and Trolls,
Some
Evita.
Musicals are...
Hey,
Very safe neighborhood.
I know. Just walking by yourself at night.
do you know why I tell people I have dead wife face?
Because you do?
Partly.
I'm gonna go back inside.
Good.
Wasted so much gas just now.
Seemed like it was
Promise me you
close.
won't drive.
She said the bed in my guest room's too soft. The sofa bed in my office is too hard. Now I guess our Goldilocks ass is gonna sleep in my room, which apparently is
Goldilocks.
I never thought I'd say this, but fuck that pregnant bitch.
I've actually heard you say that like 6 or 7 times. I thought y'all were both on board with that little weird.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
That was a good one.
No. Oh. Ah. He's a cutie.
His toes. Open your eyes, man.
Wow. Oh, so good.
Interesting. That's a longer episode, no?
Was it?
Oh, longer.
Hey, Zach Bornstein.
Who's that?
The guy, the kid in 4th grade who was kosher but fed
Oh.
bacon.
Best day of his life.
I wonder if that was a true story.
Maybe.
Went to someone's house, had bacon in the 4th grade.
Oh, man.
That's so
I remember
funny.
a friend of mine. That happened to a friend of mine.
It did? For real?
She loved it so much.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Oh, I know who you're talking about. That was really cute. I don't think it would have maybe been as impactful
If
if
we
we
weren't
weren't
parents?
parents.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, heavy themes of like
so
just parenting.
true. I mean, we
letting
don't have
go.
a teenager yet, but
Because there's so many storylines in this one.
yeah. And you know, Paul is like a real MVP.
Yeah.
Giving out his solid, very sound advice to
Mhm.
everybody.
Yeah.
And this seemed like a tribute episode to him. Kind of makes me worried for the next one.
No, yeah, maybe.
I don't
At the end
know.
of the day, I think he's just gonna retire and he's gonna like
Yeah, I guess.
maybe just like finish strong with
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see that, like the tribute to him, because yeah, he's giving great advice. Not snarky, not
Yeah, it was
sarcastic.
just-
Like I love the line, like I love the piece that he was giving Jimmy about like it sucks, but it's because you did a good job,
Mhm.
right? That's why she can be independent, right?
Mhm.
She doesn't have to depend on you, and that's what you want as a parent. It just is hard.
Yeah.
But we're like far from that, but just thinking about it, it's just so tough.
I know, it makes you really want to like relish in
Mm.
what we have now.
It's just so tough with for him in particular, because like she's what, 17?
Mhm.
Like college is right there, and this is the time that's like the rockiest for them, and that they're like building. It's just, and he wants that relationship so badly, and I think she knows and understands, but she's still like on
Still a
top of
teenager.
like I was gonna say, like on top of the death of the mom, like she's a teenager going through normal teenager stuff. So it's like that's just so hard for Jimmy. Like, so it's like the fact that he can follow that advice and let go. I think that's really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Strong
Yeah.
thing to do. It's the right thing to do.
For sure.
But the other thing here was just like the community. I love that
Mhm.
response that he gave,
Yeah.
because you
Takes
saw
a
it all
village.
throughout the episode, even in the moments where like not Dennis. Is his name Dennis? The husband?
Oh, the husband. Yeah. Yeah, I think Dennis.
Oh, something with
It's
a D.
not?
Is it Dennis? Anyway, him giving that little tidbit about being a father, and like how like it's just so relatable. Yeah, like, oh, I'll wait outside in the parking lot for you, just so you can like be there. But it's cool. Everybody has a shared experience, and they're all there to support
Yeah.
one another.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Ava didn't go with them. They seem to like really hit it off, but
Yeah, but I think that was needed too. Like that was necessary.
that's great.
To be rejected and to see how disappointed.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting the gay guy's name.
Brian.
Brian? Yeah, to see how disappointed he was. And it's actually really cool to see the complete 180. Like, he's really excited now. Obviously, the anxiety is still there, which I think is normal.
Yeah.
If you're not anxious about it, I think that's something's wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I thought they were gonna do the Phoebe and Rachel thing. Did you watch Friends or get to the point where?
No,
Do you know the storyline when she was pregnant?
Just tell it.
Okay, so essentially she was pregnant. She didn't know, like she knew who the father was, but she wasn't telling anybody. She wasn't like sure, so she had to keep doing tests and whatever. So she finally did the test because she didn't want to like believe it. She finally did the test, but she got Phoebe to read it, the answer, and Phoebe's like, oh, it's negative. And then Rachel got really, really sad. And like, she's like, oh, she was looking forward to it. Like is it a relief? I guess, but I was really looking forward to all this. And I was like, so she was actually very, very sad. She was crying. And then Phoebe was like, okay, I lied. It was positive. Now you know how you really feel about the baby. I'm like, that's such a risky game to play.
Oh my God.
But then she was really happy because like, yeah, like they did exactly that. And I thought that's what he was gonna do. And maybe they would have made a reference to Friends.
Oh.
But yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that is risky.
She's like, okay, good thing, because you really are pregnant. I'm like, what?
Oh my gosh, Phoebe would.
But the same realization, I guess, that moment there, but more realistic, I think, how it happened.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this one was like all about parent-child, right? Even for Ava, for her mom.
Ava?
Ava.
The pregnant lady.
Gabby.
Yeah, Gabby.
Sorry.
Gabby and her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, just all sorts, like all over the place, different generations, and just really cool. Because it did feel kind of like a one-off though. Because like at the end of the last episode, they kind of closed the loop on a lot of conflicts. So I was wondering, what is the conflict going to be here? And this one, like they kind of had the thing with Brett Goldstein's character a little bit, but most of it was just brand new, and I doubt they revisit it again later. Right? It's just.
Well, I mean the gays and having a child, that's ongoing.
I guess, yeah. But.
And yeah, the Alice, like, we're still meeting storylines. I feel Gabby's mom, like her sister finding a job, or now going to the army.
I guess. Yeah, it just felt like a bit of a pivot point in the story instead of like one full arc. So we'll see where it goes. There's only a few episodes left. I know. I think they've already been renewed for season 3.
Yes.
So I don't know if there's pressure to like have finality in a storyline. So we'll see. All right. Well, hopefully you enjoy watching with us. We'll see you for the next one.
Right. Can you hand me that packing tape? Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, helping your mom with that?
Hey, move in. Oh, out. Yeah.
That's right. Can't believe you tricked me into coming here.
Oh, you didn't know. But he was gonna help.
May I be excused?
Huh? Nice try, bitch.
Language.
Shocked.
I think I'm done with therapy. And I know what you're gonna say. No one is ever done with therapy.
I'll be here for you.
I know.
Pretty easy access.
Was she paying?
You thought you were going to get away with not paying for your last session?
Please.
Oh, that's actually good.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I'll never forget so many things about my husband.
Someone did die.
Oh, of course. I wouldn't miss your boss's girlfriend's husband's funeral.
Such a stench.
Funny.
It's funny.
Cool.
Really?
This is making me sad.
Hey, thanks for...
Whoa, you sold the house? Where are you gonna live now?
She's going to crash with me for a couple of days. Until she figures something out. What are you doing? 30 years. What is that?
It's a big flapping pussy, because that's what you're being right now. Flap, 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 flappity flap.
What? What a beautiful end to that eulogy. If that
But they
was
don't have to sneak around anymore?
No.
How is this blowing your mind? Your dad has an adult.
Holy shit.
For my birthday? What are you getting me?
I'm baking you a cake. Would you like chocolate or yellow?
Surprise me.
What's yellow?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Get Alice a fucking car.
I know how much you make, cheapo.
Oh yeah, this
I
dynamic
know
duo is
how
back.
much you make.
College, so looking for one of those.
I'm back on your
I've
team.
never seen a yellow
When's the party?
mini.
She has her own.
Want.
That
She
shit is-
owes us.
It is not for her.
No.
It's for us. We're getting one. Okay. We're getting one for Dan.
Yeah. For Dan.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you.
what was that?
Such a great job. Really, really. A+.
The worst. She's the worst.
Cocktail attire, 7 to 10:30.
I'm gonna counter with
Oh, counter.
standing in the kitchen, 4:30 to 4:35.
Well, that's bullshit.
Hey, no.
That's
You
4:30 to
7 to 10.
playing
Like,
right now.
you can
4:30
be with your
to
friends.
4:35.
Sure.
Brief pregame, 45-minute party. And we have a deal?
I don't like it either.
Thanks for coming with me. I'm
wow.
a terrible negotiator.
Yep. I'm very good at it.
Just kind of look like the other guys.
Oh my
hey,
gosh!
Sherbatsky.
We got in here a 6, 8,
Stop.
couple of V's. I know nothing about cars.
Okay. My time to shine. They made a surplus of the 2004s. This
What?
one's not
Is
exactly
this a meet
made.
cute?
No.
What do you want for it?
Look at the look.
By the way, very cute. Mom, just for a couple $100, Jimmy.
How I
You
met your
spend that
mother.
election.
Oh, okay, Derek.
So when you said that you were a good negotiator, you meant
Morally good.
I hope they go to the mall.
D-man out.
Yes.
Shit, therapy with the door open? Girl, you are friends. I don't get why so many white women adopt black babies. This guy's fine.
Let me get a hit of that shit.
What is that? Is that a baby?
Obviously.
What are all you people doing here?
I just came to tell you can have it at lunch.
Wow.
He's the worst. Jesus.
You. Give me a minute.
Oh my gosh, that was savage.
He is bald.
I'm very fond of Gabby.
Oh.
What are your intentions?
Oh. Paul.
Like even the batteries, which are like a bitch to get rid of. You know what I'm saying?
You were quite rude. I think you need to apologize to the baby.
My bad.
my wife is dead.
Of course she is. Cool.
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 Well, I'm sorry it ended so badly, but at least you got that awesome joke out of it. Go on the road with that
It
thing.
usually works.
Usually everybody just runs from this topic.
Well, not me. I double down.
I see that. I didn't know how to pay my mortgage. I thought that if I waited long enough to be cool and come find me, which they did. I feel like you and I can both be sad without this being a competition.
Hear me out, okay? All right? Any good memory that I...
I'm gonna go
Okay.
now because I have a therapy session.
Oh. Well, thank God. Yeah, keep doing the good work, right?
You too.
Come on, Marshall. Say
You
that.
can't, you can't do that to Lily.
Watch it.
What if he gets hungry?
What? You got nipples? Whip a titty out. You. Say what you mean. You need to eat some more fiber, Paul, because that's some weak shit.
You keep using every man I have ever seen, and I am saying this as a very attractive man. This is exactly what you're until you change this pattern.
You want to talk about changing patterns?
Yeah, I can start
Mr.
whispering.
Fortress of Solitude.
People in the office kitchen.
That was 30 seconds ago. You just kicked everybody out. You're saying this is classic Gabby? Well, this is classic Paul.
Christ's sake.
It's so beautiful.
Yes, it happened.
His eye contact.
It happened.
No, I can't, but thank you so much for asking.
No.
Yeah, there's a receipt inside in case you don't like it. Which you won't because I don't know you.
So nice.
Whatever it is, you're gonna love it.
Paul, please don't do it.
I think he's gonna
Paul,
bite it.
wow.
Thanks, Paul.
Just want to start it.
Doing it for you.
That's all right. I am
Jeez.
unfazed.
45 minutes?
Yee, I'm so excited. God damn it. Excited was right there.
Yeah, excited was right.
I'm so excited of your journey. as you-
Oh my God.
Oh.
Come on, really good.
Well, she got that. That was really quick. I wouldn't have.
All right, bye. Yep.
Bye.
She didn't even blow her
She's
candle.
not coming back. is she?
See ya.
Yeah.
Let's party.
All right.
I want to party with these people.
Okay.
But what does that have to do with Derek and me?
Oh, he misses shrimp bitch too. He hearted every single comment.
Oh.
No.
To connect, but it's probably healthiest for both of us if we don't speak again.
We're making a stop.
I would, but I can't because I gotta work.
No, you don't, man. It's slow. I can close.
Thanks for reading that so perfectly. I'm great. I mean, look, my life isn't all bubblegum and donuts, but you know.
Nobody says that here.
I don't know what Americans say.
Oh.
Why don't you want to talk to me anymore? It's weird.
Oh gosh, what do you say?
I just think it's better this way.
I don't believe you.
Don't.
What did my dad say to you?
Oh.
For my boy Jimbo a bone. He wants to feel like he's a threat.
Oh. From a bone.
I can't stop picturing all the hot love you two made. Thanks, man. What the? That's creepy.
I don't want to be seen or heard, right?
What?
Like being watched.
I hear you, man. Oh, you're like a full-time Jimmy?
Makes me feel boyish.
No, it works.
You know,
Full-time Jimmy.
changed, Jim.
I'm sorry to barge in. I'm just here to crash.
Oh, hey, come here.
Asking her to move in?
Yeah, I hope so.
Who the fuck are those people?
That's my sister and her kids. Who the fuck do you think they are?
I thought they came with the frame.
You good?
Oh.
I'll be back.
Oh my gosh. Damn.
I can't decide if I should. What's up, boss man?
I got a new roommate.
What? No way.
Or just one
Oh.
thing.
Hey, pace yourself. Make sure you stretch too. You too old for all that messing around, all right?
Make sure you stretch. Oh, that hurts.
I appreciate that. But don't call me daddy.
Look at leading up to something.
Hey, you okay? I'm just happy.
Wow. That made him speechless.
Fucking believe you. Way to ruin another birthday.
Oh.
Sweetie. Al.
Oh.
Whew. That last reaction was so good. So real.
Wait, what? Hers?
His.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Man, he worked so hard to make up for the previous year.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that that text had to be sent that day.
Don't. Like, let's not talk anymore?
Yeah, like it had to be on her birthday. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
he didn't know, right?
No, he didn't, but just what are the chances?
Well, regardless, I mean, that path was set the moment he did that. Like, Jimmy went to, like, tell him not to talk to him anymore. It was going to happen. She was going to find out.
But on her birthday, that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which was at least like the day after, like 2 days after. Oh,
I guess,
okay,
yeah.
well, that sucks. I mean, they're not exactly back to square one, but obviously.
No, far from that. Because like that part of it is like we always knew that wasn't going to be the end of
Lewis.
Jimmy and Lewis.
Yeah.
So like that, it's irreparable. It doesn't have to be them being buddy-buddy. Like, he doesn't have to have a relationship with Lewis.
Yeah.
Right? But they can get back to a place where it's like, he can come to terms and realize that he made a mistake by doing that and saying that. Although, I don't know, that's subjective, because I kind of agree with it. But you can't make that decision for your daughter, who is now 18.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
Right.
As a father, you're trying to do the best. Well, I think it was
doing it for
more
him.
for him.
He was doing it for
yeah.
him. Yeah.
But, yeah.
And like, if you're doing it for you, like, and that's helping you in whatever way, like, whatever. But if it's making a decision for somebody else, then obviously that's when it gets
That's the tough
messy.
part, is that somebody else lives in your house. You know she's going to go out to see
Yeah.
him.
Like,
That's
how
just
does
going to be
that even look?
triggering for you. I mean, I think it was definitely at least worth a conversation with Alice.
With Alice,
to be
yeah.
like, hey, this is how I'm feeling
Yeah, 'cause
about it.
there has to
What do
be-
you think about compromising
Exactly.
somehow,
There has to be
right?
something that she gives to, because she has to understand that.
Yeah.
Because like
100%.
yeah, like it's like we both lost the same person, but it's different for me.
Yeah.
It's different.
For
like
sure.
for me, like me losing your mother is different, and it's just as painful, maybe more so in some ways. And it's just kind of like, yeah. So I think whatever. She's a teen. She can have immature reactions, but she's also proven to be very mature emotionally. So it's like you can have those kinds of discussions with her. And this was obviously just an emotional like output. Like I think she's the next episode she's gonna feel terrible for saying that because she knows how hard he's been working to get back.
And got her the car, like.
Yeah, I mean, like, but even just kind of like the work, like emotionally, like to get to this kind of place, it's been
a journey.
A journey. Like,
yeah, for sure.
So hopefully, I think like she'll get there, but just tough timing. Oh man, that sucks. The 18th birthday and how excited they all were, and they were all trying. And
oh my gosh, that was so wholesome. Like, I love that so much. Just showing how each and every single person loves Alice. Like, they're so ride or die, this group.
And I like that they didn't make it a big issue that she left. Because like, she's 18.
Yeah.
It's her birthday. She's gonna go.
Oh my god, I love the proposal scene. Oh well, just them proposing of like what to do for her birthday.
The negotiation.
Yeah, negotiation. Sorry, I should have called it negotiation. Yeah, that was really cute.
Yeah.
Really sweet. I love the show so much. More so just like the dynamic between everybody. Like it's just so wholesome and loving, and everyone's so comfortable to just be themselves. And anyways,
Paul.
Great for Paul.
Yeah.
I love the father role that he played with Gabby.
I mean,
just, like,
that's kind of his role on this, in like a weird kind of quirky way. He is that role for a lot of people, right? Like even Alice.
Yeah.
Like he does play that role. He's a mentor. He's a father figure. He's all those things.
Yeah.
So, but he's also like, I feel like his scenes are the ones that I get most emotional about. Like when he finally like becomes vulnerable.
Yeah, because he's so not that usually. So when you see him, yeah. I was afraid. Who the F are those people?
Like the moment she says it, then you start realizing, like you look around like, hey, wait a minute.
Oh my gosh. This show right now, straight up, maybe like how many episodes, like this season's been so good. I feel like I'm laughing every like minute or every other minute.
They've turned it up in terms of like comedy side, I think.
But just the writing is so good. And the jokes and the delivery, so good.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I just had to say that. Gabby.
Yeah.
That Gabby one was so tough for me.
It's a cultural thing too, right?
Yeah.
Like
even if I were in her position, I don't think I could ever do that.
Right.
And I wouldn't feel ways about it. I think I'd be like, it kind of almost feels like in our culture.
Obligation? Not obligation, but like.
Obligation sounds like there's a negative connotation.
Yeah, but it's like, it's what happens. Like you take care of the people that took care of you.
Yeah,
right?
And I think that's what it is. Like, I just have so much gratitude. I mean, obviously, and like, I'm not saying my mom and I never butt heads, but just to, what?
You all butt heads?
Yeah. So, but I mean, like, so I understand that it would be tough.
I know.
But I don't think I could ever not.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever
but that's
say
that's the
no.
cultural thing. I think that
culturally,
it's not necessarily it's not unique to Asians and Filipinos, but like it's definitely like pretty common to our cultures. Like you do see this more often in other cultures. I find that like that's just it's on the table that they're either living alone or assisted or stuff like that. And I feel like it's such a far off option when it comes to our conversations. Like,
it's like not even
option
a conversation.
C, D, E. Not like it's not like it's like so that's the part of it that I struggle with in terms of like weighing in on it, because it doesn't compute for me.
I don't know. Well, that's just it, right? Like the Western culture is so different from not only culturally, we're like the East. What's the opposite of Western? Non-Western. Eastern. The Eastern. I don't know. People say that the Eastern word?
Sure.
Yeah, obviously culturally different, but also generationally.
Yeah.
It's like that generation, there is kind of that expectation, especially when you think about how hard they worked. Obviously, it's a different, like I said, like it is a different generation, brought up differently, which is why there is butting of the heads. But I think there is like an expectation that they will be taken care of and not in a home, or I don't know. This is just based off my, but maybe like in other cultures, more so the Caucasian culture, it is actually normal to do, and it is an expectation, and like and families are okay with that.
And it goes the opposite direction too. It's like 18 out the house, like that kind of thing. Where like
that was not a thing.
Like
for
we're
us.
staying until we get married, and it's normal. Like that kind of thing is very. Yeah, it's just cultural differences. Like not better, not worse. It's just different. But yeah, so like looking at what the show was talking about and the lesson that she was going through at that moment, it's like you have to at some point start taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
And not taking on other people's problems and then making it your problem. So I just feel like there's so many opportunities, because she does this all the time, for her to exercise that in other ways.
In other ways.
Right?
You don't have to
Because like this is, and the stage at which she did it, like they're obviously like half packed and all like stuff is already moved. She, you know, like that. So that part of it is like, that's what was going through my head when it was happening. I'm like, there's other areas where you could do this and start getting there. But I guess this was a big one for her. It was just really important for her to have her independence. I guess, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like she's independent. She's doing her thing. She's not even married. She has no kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's living her life.
That's why. Like,
that's why what?
How do you, like, it's kind of like what Jimmy was joking about at the beginning. Like, how do you have a relationship and bring them home and your mom's awake, or like sharing a wall? And it's tough as an adult to do that. Or like when you're in the dating scene and you want to, I don't know, like people are judgmental, like, oh, I live with my mom, right? Like I don't.
No, well, for her it's the other way around. My mom lives with me. I feel like that's a whole different thing.
It depends on the person you're telling that to. Right? So, anyway, yeah, so like it's just, it's tough. I just felt like there's other areas where she could do it, but if this is that important to her, then this is still a better time than when she's officially moved in. Yeah. Right, so I guess.
I'm just like super biased, I think.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way.
Bringing in my own, bringing in my bias and our upbringing.
Yeah.
Because that was really, like, I felt hurt by Gabby when she said that. Like, oh.
Like,
I mean, I get where she's coming from, but it's still,
like, I'll pay for assistants to come in. I'm like,
I know. Oh man, that hurt. And I'll visit more time. Oh man.
And that won't happen.
That was tough. I mean, maybe. I think it will. I hope. But I mean, and now I feel like maybe it won't, because like obviously her mom is super hurt. Probably doesn't want to see her for a little while.
Well, she has, obviously Gabby has some work to do to mend that and still maintain this outcome that she wants. She's not gonna just like drop it, even if her mom doesn't want her to be around. I think you have to try, right? Shabbat.
Oh my gosh, Sherbat.
She was kind of aggressive.
Yeah, she said it. She's angry. She has a lot of anger.
No, I mean, I meant aggressive as in like very forward about the approach there. And
yeah, I think she's just very comfortable.
I guess, yeah.
But sometimes it'd be like that when you feel a connection with somebody and you just feel like it's okay to say those things. Like you just read the person well enough that you're like, I feel like this will land okay.
Especially the subject matter, like,
yeah,
it's such a unique audience where you are able to joke about that and the other, like, people won't feel awkward about it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, to know, and like, you probably have to have a read on, like, okay, this guy's, like, it's a sad situation, but he seems like he's in a good place with it.
Yeah.
But he's making jokes about it. So, like, I don't know, like, even doing that, like, even doing, like, joking about your ex-husband with your best friend to a group of friends or coworkers, that's gonna make them feel hella awkward, right? Unless like it's like Jimmy and he's like, okay,
this is one-on-one. They both experience loss and in their own way.
So like, I guess there's all that.
Yeah, it felt appropriate for me, and
I just felt that
they really
it went on
hit
a
it
bit
off.
too long, and it got to a place where it was a bit awkward, but not to a point where it's like, I don't, like, you're creepy. It's not like that, but it's just kind of like...
No, I see where you're coming from. But I think it was just like, you could tell that she liked him.
Yeah.
And it was like, how do I make him stay longer? Kind of thing. Is how I saw it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a cute meeting. Yeah. And she's obviously still around. She texted him. That was her, right?
Yeah.
Sophie?
Yeah, it was.
He had a
little smile. Yeah, actually. Oh, yeah, they use these names, from the crew. Okay.
Yeah, like we'll see what happens there, but like I think it was more used as a device to like really show where he is, where Jimmy is in his recovery, but whatever you want to call it, this journey.
In his,
and then this happens with Alice, so who like...
Well, at least this is separate, right? This is just like a whole different issue.
And maybe it just really underlines like, oh, he's not there yet. Like he like the fact that he did this with Alice and kind of with
interesting.
Alice.
I think you can still move on romantically and still obviously feel, and still be grieving. And still have a lot of anger about that, but I think he can still be moving on. The same with Sherbatsky. She's obviously still very angry about what had happened.
How do you move on from that? Because like it's constant.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you see her
Right?
every other week. That's crazy.
It's like
Yeah, that's tough. Anything else? Liz, I guess. We don't have to say much about her.
So, yeah, that whole storyline.
I don't really, I
just
don't
hope
really
that,
like
I hope
that.
it's not a revert. Like I hope it's like a changed version of that.
No, I don't think so. I think she's back to being a
That's
dick.
stupid.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's such a terrible storyline.
I don't really like. I mean, if that is what it is, I don't like that it's all about like be yourself. I mean, like yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Be yourself, but you.
But if the person you are is hurtful and like steps over your husband, that's not like there can be a.
I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to be a better version of yourself. But I will say, it seems like Derek likes this. It's so, you know.
Oh. Like
if it were anybody else, I guess, if it were any other marriage,
I didn't think
maybe,
that,
but he seemed
right.
to really miss it, and like
Sure.
and everyone else too.
I don't even think that she was going overboard with the examples that they were showing, but sure, like it doesn't have to be like you don't have to be in like servitude to your husband, but like you can be nice to him. Really, I don't know. It's
I don't know. Maybe he's just so used to it at this point
I
that
guess.
it's kind of weird when she's not being a dick all the time.
Sure.
But I don't know. Maybe it's also I have I was gonna say more traditional views that you should talk kindly to your husband. But like, no, that should just be
so trad wife over here speaking nice to her
like,
husband.
wait a second. But I mean, even what you said, like you don't have to be like, you know, have this servitude kind of approach all the time. But it's kind of nice sometimes
But there's gotta
to
be a
be able to
medium
serve
between
your
that
husband.
and like stepping all over your husband, right? Like there has to be something in between. You can even be closer to that side of like being mean to him, but like inch more towards the center of like.
I just want to see her being loving. But I feel like she has been, but in her own rude ways that only they know and understand.
Yeah. But the point that you made is like he's okay with it.
Yeah, he actually loves
and like
it.
in
He
this,
loves it.
So like this relationship, that
It
is what
works.
works. So it doesn't matter what other people think of
No.
it. But it's like it's just so weird.
It just wouldn't be for us, obviously. But
guess,
it works
yeah.
for them, so good for them.
I guess, yeah. All right, well.
Yeah, I can't. Her character is so unlikable.
Yeah.
Only around like other people, but like no, she's pretty. I was just thinking about like her love for Alice and like that whole thing with Gabby and how they really. I thought that was really sweet, but most of the time I can't.
I hate them
I
together.
can't stand her.
I can't stand them together. It's very annoying to me.
I don't know. I sometimes like it.
He's still like a punching bag. I guess that's just gonna be his role until maybe he gets to this place where he's taking care of himself a bit more. But
maybe.
I don't know. But I think there's 2 more left. I know they're picked up for another. Yeah, I know they're picked up for another season. So
thank
we'll kind of see what happens there. Whether or not Paul will be a part of that, who knows? It doesn't seem like he's going to be on for much longer. It seems like they're bringing him to a close. His storyline.
Things are settling well for him, eh?
Yeah. Kind of like getting to a place where like let him end well.
Oh.
I mean, right now he's like, well, no, I was gonna say he's like comic relief, but not really. There's some important lines there.
Sometimes the glue.
In a weird way, yeah. Like I like it when he gets all sentimental. There are like moments
Yeah,
when
it's
he
the
actually
best.
gets.
It's the best.
Yeah. But like he's completing his work with Alice. He's settling down. He's accepting treatment a little bit more seriously. And,
Making friends.
right, so he's getting to the stage where he's like, let me end well, and let me just kind of step away.
I'm not ready. I'm not gonna be ready. I am not gonna be ready.
We'll see.
Well, this is the first episode in a while I haven't cried at. We got pretty close when Gabby told her mom.
Oh, right.
Her mom, I was like,
It's when you saw her mom at the end, like when she was walking away.
oh man, that acting was brilliant.
On 5.
Bye. Okay.
Cool. All right. Another good one. Cool. Well, hopefully you're enjoying watching with us, and we'll see you here for the next one.